Every morning, millions of people wake up thinking that today is their day going to be. But I'll tell you what, by the end of 11 pm, they're done. Absolutely burnt out. So here's the loop. Let me break it down to you. What is the loop? So every day we open our laptop and consume content, whatever, let it be social media or something. And you'll see someone your age doing something really cool and you also want to try it out. Because they're the same age, they're doing something and you're not. So you will set as the thing. And then you will start working towards it. So when you start working towards it, you plan it out, how to achieve your dream. And then there comes the dopamine part. Your brain starts imagining the future self of it. So then you feel so motivated. Then next comes the hard work. So this is the most boring part, the unglamorous part with the work, the most amount of work. Then as soon as you get into the working part, it feels so boring that your brain finds ways to escape the hard work. So this is the most try out. So by the end of the day, you start switching to a new dream, a new framework. So that's how your brain actually works. Most is happy you see in your 20s, the winners, the most successful ones aren't more smarter than you, or they're not just talented than you. They've just found out a way how to deal with the discomfort and keep going on. That's a major factor. Consistency along with hard work, along with discipline. These three factors compound up your success. So when you understand how these three components work, you have a 99.9% rate of getting success in any domain you choose. So it's very important to stick with your idea. I mean, not switch to different domains. Stick with one idea, start working consistently to it, and you'll end up eventually getting success over time. Because great things take 1-2 years, they don't come overnight. Okay, so now that you have understood the loop, let me tell you how to break it. Now, you are not going to break it up with any app or any timetable or not with any 5 a.m. workouts, nothing. You're going to break it with 3 simple rules. Okay, the first rule, from learning to building. When you get the idea, you don't just want to stick to it. You want to build something out of the idea. Like, for example, for great founders like Mark Zuckerberg, all when they have their startup idea, they start to build something. But once you start getting better at building, it will start to project, it will start to build it. So that's where you understand how your idea actually works. Usually when we pick startup ideas, this is the first thing. The startup is there, and then to approach the startup, you don't exactly go with the idea, first you build a demo. So that's what the first step is. From learning to building. The next most important step is from goals to identity. Stop saying you want to build something. Stop saying I want to be a professional. Stop saying that I want to be a CEO. Start saying that I build everything. Start saying I make content. Because that's what I want to do. You don't want to be just dreaming about something which you don't work hard for. Start to do the things which compound towards getting closer to your dream. So if you want to be a content creator like me, you have to start with your own content creator. There will be days where there are down views. There will be days where people judge you, misjudge you. There will be days where people say, oh, what is he doing? So the time waste. You don't want to be out of this. You want to keep going. Our heart apart until you reach the point. If you see results, keep going. If you don't see results, keep going. If you see people appreciating you, keep going. So the thing is, you should be stable. Third, you stick with the skill is from motion to momentum. And this can only be achieved from focus. If the most important asset that you have when you're in your 20s is your focus. So basically, when you have a very good focus, you stick to one thing. And until that particular thing is completed, you don't lose your focus. So start trying to develop that focus mindset when you're in your 20s. When you start automatically developing your focus mindset, everything becomes easier because you stick to one thing and that picks up momentum and you gradually get better at what you do. So that's very important. And if you build that, that's the next most important step. So if you follow these 3 skills continuously, you can automatically come out of the loop. You'll automatically start to do multitasking. Multitasking is also a very important thing because you don't want to stick to something. For example, you're a college student going to college. You divide your day into 3 subcategories. The first, the one which takes care of your health, your body. The next one is the college part, the ones which you have notes, etc. finishing those things. The third one is your brain. So this is the one which compounds to your 20s. So you want to start building, you want to have a particular day, a part of the day which starts compounding to that part. So start working, and it's very important to get out of that loop. Because nobody else is going to change your future. You have to do it by yourself. When you understand what I said properly, you start to get out of the loop. When you get out of the loop, your dreams will be clear. And once your dreams are clear, you achieve something great. So I hope everyone watching this video achieve something great. You guys are very special to me. The only reason I make content is for you to develop. So thank you. I'll meet you in the next video.